Talking Again podcast.
You know, people would hear me at Caesars Entertainment, and a lot of like big time agents were like, "Who are you? I'm not really into female DJs, but you're really, really good. You might be like the best DJ I've heard." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Wow, thank you." So I kept hearing that a lot. So I'm like, well, maybe I should get back into making music. And I was doing an after party for Luis Miguel on Mexican Independence Day. Yeah. And it was like my first time DJing for like the Mexicans. For sure. Yeah, yeah. My people, our people.
Straight up raza.
Yes, for la raza. Mm-hmm. And I thought, if I can't do this right, then I have no business being
it's a lot of pressure, music. Isn't it?
It was. Yeah. It was no joke. Played till 5 a.m. Everybody was rushing out, chanting my name at the end of the day. Nice. And I declared my vision that day. Yeah. Ooh. I remember the date. It was great because one of my friends who's a remixer, he remixed a cumbia song, and I was like, this is new cumbia. It's a remix, but this is new cumbia. Why haven't I utilized my resources? So I realized I can make everything happen.
Light bulb.
Like that. I've got the money. Let's try and remake one of those country songs I have and turn it into Spanish. And let's just reach out to this producer. Let's just see what his rate is. And let's go from there. Yeah. Sure enough, he liked my idea, told me his rate, and we made Sucio, which is a funny song. Yeah. But now I love Sucio because people get more of a glimpse of my personality. Yeah. And they don't take it as harsh. Yeah.
I'm smiling because if you haven't heard...
No en mi culo.
No en mi culo. No en mi culo. If you haven't heard Sucio, please check it out. Push pause and then search Yo Quiero Silla and then put Sucio.
You could just play it for them.
And then come back and watch the rest of it.
Yeah, for sure. This is Sucio by Yo Quiero Silla.
We'll wait.
Welcome to the podcast. Might talk a little shit, get a little brash. Might drink a little bit, smoke a little bit. Vibe a little bit, laugh a little bit. Yeah, hosted by Fidel. Tell it like it is, only tell it real. Live every Tuesday, you know the deal. We talking again. You now tuned in to the tap in.
What's up, everybody? This is Fidel Talking Again podcast, another edition of the show. In studio, I have Yo Quiero Silla.
Hola. Hi.
That's not what it says on your birth certificate?
Yo Quiero Silla. Oh yeah, Yo Quiero Silla is on my birth certificate. Yo quiero.
No.
At the end.
we did learn in the live that Yo Quiero Silla is only the creation of Saint Silla.
But my full name, I always have to start every interview off with this, is Priscilla.
Priscilla.
Yeah. Prisciliana.
Yeah.
Prissy, yeah.
A lot of nicknames growing up?
Silla.
Did you get a lot of nicknames?
Prissy, I hated that. Yeah. Kiddo. My brothers were really mean to my sister and I, and they would call us sluts and whores and...
Oh, yeah.
And my mom's like, well, are you? And I'm like, no. Well, then get him back. Okay, Mom. So, yeah, those were my nicknames.
I wasn't saying that's like just like sibling rivalry, but yeah, that is kind of mean.
That's the term of endearment for my brothers. What's up, whore? And I hate it, but shout out to my brothers. I can't believe I just said that, but yeah, it's true.
Shout out to your brothers that are very mean.
Rick, Chuck, and Bob. I love them.
You said it right though. It's a term of endearment, and as long as you guys are both all of them on the same page, then it's fine.
We are now, so now I'm used to it. But when they say it in front of my nephews, I'm like, stop.
Yeah, that could be a little, because then it's gonna be tia whore.
They're gonna think it's okay, and I'm not. I'm not a putita. Okay, I'm just not. No offense to the ones. I want to make that very clear.
Right. You can't.
I support you.
You do you.
100%.
You're not a whore, but you are la diabla.
Sex positive, yes, as they would say. I am la diabla, and as I say in la diabla, porque soy una diabla, a mí todo me encanta. Ángel por el día, una diabla en la cama, and una diabla con tu alma.
Yeah.
So That means I do whatever I want.
So you definitely write your own lyrics.
Yes.
Okay. And do you create your own music, or do you have someone that creates your own music?
Creating my music, shout out, I worked with probably 7 different producers on my album, which are all amazing friends. Some of my best friends we all have pretty much the same birthday month.
Nice.
Which is interesting. Nice. Version 5 is the creator of all of my cumbia pop Mexican sound.
Yeah.
Everything that's similar in that. And then I have another producer who has my weird shit.
Your weird shit?
Yes.
What's the weird shit?
The weird shit is Perreo.
Oh, okay.
Llamada de la Selva y Money. And he brings out Psychosilla. That's Samashi.
Yeah.
Shout out to Samashi. And then DJ NASA, we did the West Coast Homies Anthem. DJ Spare, and version 5 was a collaboration with La Diabla. I wrote that one. I love that one so much. Yeah. And then version 5 and we both write our songs together. But like La Rompedora, I wrote that one. La Diabla predominantly. Version 5 added a couple things to it, which is really good. He's a great writer. So yeah, I write most of my stuff, which is cool. But I love working with other people because we're just better as a team.
Of course. So you're not against collaborating with anyone in the future?
Not anymore. I mean, like I said last night, I think I answered the question. I really wanted to hold my own as an artist. Yeah. Because right now, Latin pop artists, especially reggaeton artists, they have a zillion collaborations, and they can't even sing a full song at a show because there's so many collaborations on a song.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to be able to carry my own weight. So now I'm ready for collaborations because people were able to see my full sound.
I feel like you've only just begun, but you're already all over the place.
Thank you.
Yeah, like maybe
it's
just
really good to hear.
But I really I see the Instagram and you know, obviously I follow you and I see everything that you're doing. And all the people that are tagging you everywhere, and I'm like, wow, you're really like you're doing something crazy right now. Like I feel like right now we're living in that where you're starting to transform to that, or you're getting to that upper level, right?
Oh
you're stepping up.
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to hear that. It's a dream come true.
Mm-hmm.
Really, as I was telling you before we went live, I'm all in. I'm all in every way, shape, or form possible.
Yeah.
So I have nothing left to give. And I have like 0 fucks left to give too. I don't want to look back and say, well, you should have done this, you should have done that. I take every opportunity and I think about it. I'll pray about it. I'll meditate over it, and I'll make my decisions. So every decision that I do is premeditated, and it is my final decision. So I own whatever I do, whatever I say. And I'm okay with it because I know it's going to make me better tomorrow.
Yeah. It's there's nothing wrong with putting yourself first before anything, because you have to do that.
Thank
you know, you definitely have to do that. And I had Mario Perea on here a few months ago, and he said, and I know you've heard this everywhere, but he said, be good to the people on your way up, because they're gonna be there on your way down. And that you know, you've heard that saying over and over.
I've actually never heard it.
You've never heard it?
No.
Oh, okay. This is an exclusive right here.
That's solid.
First time you ever hear it. But that's advice. So true. And that goes with anything, not just music, not just being a celebrity, artist, influencer. It just goes with anything at work. You know what I mean? Like a regular day job, a 9 to 5. Be good to the people on your way up, because they're going to be there on your way down. I
have to. I can't help but thank everybody that has been here for me. All of my producers. I mean, there's a million people that I can thank right now. Producers, all the DJs from East Coast, West Coast, and Colombia that heard me, that play my music, that repost my music. And it really makes me feel so good and thankful for my mom. My mom has never been... She's always amazing, but I feel like she's been the most amazing to me through all this.
Huge support, huh?
Yes. That's Mom, good. I love you so much. So and my stepdad, Thomas, I love you so much. He's my new dad. The dad I always wanted. He really is. Yeah. So I love you, Thomas. Thank you for being there for me. Every time I go home to Colorado, he's blasting La Diabla and he's blasting Sabor. Sabor is his favorite song. Yeah. And they will blast it in the morning when they wake up, when I wake up, and they'll just have it on repeat. And I'm like, Stop. He just wants to show that he supports me.
You would not like me over here on a regular Tuesday, because that's what I blast. I'm not lying. Before I even booked you on here, I was just blasting it. I was like, man, I knew I had to get you on because it's just good stuff. I was telling you earlier that I listened to your music and I go, this is already like big time music already. It should be played everywhere. I know some of the songs probably can't be played everywhere.
That's okay.
But it's okay. It is okay.
I wanted at least 5 songs that could be played everywhere.
But you guys should
please
definitely check them out. Give yourselves your own opinion on that one. But but for sure,
that was a funny laugh. That was a stoner.
That was not made up, you guys. That was organic as it can get.
My mom would be like, "Why do you laugh like that? Oh my god, that's not my daughter."
Okay, so your music, I told you, there's some of the tracks I can hear them in like in the background music of a movie, just being played. Like I'm picturing Kill Bill, something Quentin Tarantino, right? So Quentin, if you're out there listening and you want some music for your next movie, you got to check out your Quiero Silla.
You're absolutely right, because Quentin Tarantino is totally my vibe.
Oh yeah.
And like for Sabor music video, I thought I was gonna get a backer for it, but I didn't end up getting one.
Yeah.
And what I really wanted to do was have like Sabor. I met this fruit pin in Miami, and by fruit pin he's like the fruit pin of Miami. He sells fruta to everybody. He's like the #1 fruit distributor.
Really?
And
but like in a cart or in a truck? Like he
has his farms and he distributes vegetables and fruit.
So he really is like
mangoes,
the kingpin
papayas. Yeah, he always said that. And I was like, what if I become the fruit pin of Mexico or Las Vegas in my video? So I'm in this fruit farm and I'm just like being all badass, chingona, mafiosa, whatever, but it's over fruit. Not drugs. And because it's Sabor, so I have like this fruit bikini and bottom and this fruit cowboy hat and then like my fruit gun on my fruit yacht and my fruit jet ski.
That there's some creativity that goes behind all those videos. No, like, so the videos that I've seen, I'm like, this is it's an awesome video. Do you how much control do you have with those videos?
The first official video that I did was La Rompedora.
Yeah.
That had a budget. That had a movie producer, Mike Blevins, here in Hollywood. He makes he's a movie producer, and he reached out to me. He's like, I would love to shoot a music video for you one day. And I was like, oh my god, yes. So he actually shoots videos for like Jojo Siwa, Diplo. He did.
Jojo Siwa is that little blonde girl, right?
She's the blonde girl with a bow tie.
All the little girls
on YouTube, obsessed with her. Yes. So it was intentional for me to work with him. And you know what? I kind of gave him free creative direction. And he did a great job. I've evolved since that video. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. So I can't wait for my next one.
Nice.
But I can't wait for that to be funded by, some top notch people. That way I can, showcase even more.
They're out there listening right now, watching
who I am.
And they'll know. They'll hear your call. Have you seen Fruta? Have you seen Born in East LA, the movie?
Yes, of course.
Okay, great. You know the opening scene with the redheaded girl in the green dress? So when I see La Rompedora, I think like, cause she ends up, where does she end up at, right? She ends up at the car shop at the right at the garage, and I'm like, when I saw that, I was like, this is like majorly influenced by Born in East LA, in my opinion.
That is funny. You know what? I really like that. Yeah. That totally changes my opinion of it.
That's why I was so like intrigued with it. I'm like, this is so awesome, man. This is like brought me back memories of Born in East LA with Chich Marin and everybody.
I was kind of insecure about it at the beginning because I'm like, it's just me. But this is how he saw me. It was completely, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And like, you just do your thing, especially around basic people. But then they see who you are, and then they can't help but join your vibe. And I was like, that's how you see me. Wow. Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I loved everything.
It was really, I felt it was incredibly raw for me. As a DJ, I like fast paced, blah, blah, blah. But he's a movie producer. So he, took his time and everything. And I appreciate that.
That's cool.
Thank you for seeing that.
Yeah.
I really thank you.
Let's get into the Saint Silla right now.
Silla.
As a DJ, the transformation from DJ to artist, how was that? I mean, we haven't even tapped into your DJ career. It's been so elusive out there in Las Vegas, but just the transformation from DJ to artist, how easy was it? Did it make it any easier from being the DJ, knowing all the beats, knowing the music, knowing what to give to the people?
Oh, yeah. First off, I will say I've been an entertainer before I was a DJ. I never liked to be called DJ. I actually hated it.
Really?
Yeah, I hated
My
it.
apologies.
No.
Entertainer, Saint Silla.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. A lot of
Yeah.
people love being called a DJ, but
Right.
because it's become such a pop culture phenomenon, and then you just roll your eyes and you're like, okay, you just can't play music. There's a whole art and theory and
Right.
mathematics and so much. You're like a wizard in real life. You really are.
Yeah.
So it takes time to understand all of the components to DJing. So I was an entertainer, writer, like just full-blown entertainer in every capacity as a kid. So when I saw the DJ live, I saw a female DJ in Vegas and I was like, oh my God, I want to do that for fun, just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to just sing country music actually. And I went as far as I could in Nashville and it just didn't work out. They weren't ready for Latin artists.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like who I am right now, exactly who I am.
Were you doing the country with that Latin flavor?
Yes,
Okay.
in
They
country.
weren't ready for that.
They weren't ready for it. Now they're all ready for it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And I would still kind of like to tackle that a little bit too.
Yeah.
Which I will. But
Sky's the limit, huh?
Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
So anyways, when I let that go, I said, well, DJing is my way of staying in music. I can't just listen to it as a regular person. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I need more because it's my life. Like it's my life.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time my grandma passed away and I was just completely heartbroken. So I just buried myself in the music. I pushed to get one gig at the Cosmopolitan and it took me 2 years to get it.
Wow.
But when I got my first gig, it was like $200 an hour, which was a lot for me. And then I had a full-time job with ABC News and I was like, what? $200 an hour? It was motivation to do it more and more. If I can just play music for a living, that would be the dopest job ever.
Right. Yeah.
So it took a while. And then finally the opportunity came and I got to meet with Caesars Entertainment and that became a full-time gig. And then I became one of their top people and people are like, who's Silla? Who's she? And then I kind of became exclusive with one agency and people would hear me at Caesars Entertainment and a lot of like big time agents were like, who are you? I'm not really into female DJs, but you're really, really good. You might be like the best DJ I've heard. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, thank you. So I kept hearing that a lot. So I'm like, well, maybe I should get back into making music. And I was doing an after party for Luis Miguel on Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah.
And it was like my first time DJing for like the Mexicans. For sure.
Yeah.
Like our people.
Straight up raza.
Yes, for La Raza. Mm-hmm. And I thought if I can't do this right, then I have no business being
it's a lot of pressure,
music.
Isn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was no joke. Played till 5 a.m. Everybody was rushing out, chanting my name at the end of the day.
Nice.
And I declared my vision that day.
Yeah. Ooh.
I remember
how was that
the
like?
date. It was great because one of my friends who's a remixer, he remixed a cumbia song and I was like, this is new cumbia. It's a remix, but this is new cumbia. Why haven't I utilized my resources? So I realized I can make everything happen.
Light bulb.
Like that. I've got the money. Let's try and remake one of those country songs I have and turn it into Spanish. And let's just reach out to this producer. Let's just see what his rate is. And let's go from there.
Yeah.
Sure enough, he liked my idea, told me his rate, and we made Sucio, which is a funny song.
Yeah.
But now I love Sucio because people get more of a glimpse of my personality.
Yeah.
And they don't take it as harsh.
Yeah. I'm smiling because if
no en mi culo.
If you haven't heard
No en mi culo.
No en mi culo.
No en mi culo.
If you haven't heard Sucio, please check it out. push pause and then search Yo Quiero
Sucio,
Silla
yeah.
and then put Sucio.
You could just play it
Awesome.
for them.
And then come back and watch the rest of it.
Yeah, for sure. This is Sucio by Yo Quiero Silla.
We'll wait. And we're back. No.
Yeah, and we're back. And I actually edited that video.
Yeah, did you really?
I edited that one.
I thought when I first heard that, I was like, that's a lot of confidence just to put something out there like that, right? Like to put it out there. I'm like, this is cool. But I see like your genre, there really isn't much of a genre. It's kind of mixed, you know, like you can put that out there. You can put West Coast anthem, right? The homies anthem.
Thank you.
That's good, right? Like it's just
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, that was a concept, Chola Pop.
Yeah.
Because I wanted what I really wanted to do was take the like Cholo stigma, Chicana stigma, and just I don't know, pop it up.
Yeah.
Make it colorful and more mainstream.
Yeah.
You know, but now that I'm here and I actually get to be part of the Chicano scene and everything, like I really wanted to be accepted by everybody. Yeah. And everybody is interviewing me now and I couldn't be happier.
Nice.
And I embrace it even more. And I'm like, I don't want to change it. I'm just gonna be me.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it as it is. And you guys do your thing because now it's getting recognized and I love it. You know, and they don't have to change a thing. Doesn't need to be changed.
No, I think, you know, what you're putting out there, it's different. It's great. In my opinion, it's great.
Wow,
and I'm like, we need to hear this more on music. I don't know why we're not hearing this more. I keep trying to share it with as much as I can, because I really do believe that it's just this new angle. Like it's an area that no one's really touched yet, and they haven't really used it and utilized it the right way. And I think you're kind of going in that direction.
Thank you.
So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And making it your own, you know what I mean?
You know, I appreciate you saying that so much because I would hear so many different things, but I would always tell everybody, even if they didn't like that particular song, the West Coast Homies Anthem, you know, blah, 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 or Money. I said, you know, I really committed to it. I committed to it the time I made it, and I was okay with that. Yeah. Because I don't want people just to put me in this box, but it's a teaser because I am a DJ. I want to take you on a merry-go-round. I want to go up, down, and around. And so even the placement of songs that I put on my album, it was like a DJ set. So let's start here, La Diabla, and let's be a little, oh wait, no, I don't remember what my first song was right now. Yeah. But in my show, I have La Diabla first. So it kind of sets the tone of what's about to happen.
Yeah.
And
let me introduce myself.
Yes. Allow me to introduce myself, please. And I laugh in my music. Yeah. I had a really good question the other day or yesterday. It's like, what are the, you know, what's your 7 deadly sins, or, you know, what are you guilty of? Yeah. I was like, well, can you please repeat them for me? Because I don't view myself as a sinner anymore. I just don't. So what are they? And she said wrath. And I'm like, ooh, wrath. Wrath is who I am right now, because everybody that dismissed me, everybody that both professionally and personally that tried to hide me, wasn't good enough, never made me feel like how I deserve to be treated. That's also why I changed my name to Yo Quiero Silla on my Instagram. Yeah, because I want people to want me. I want everybody to want me. You don't have to like me. I don't care. Like, I'm cool. I'm set in my ways. Yeah. Sort of. They're all good. But like I embrace who I am right now. Yeah. So I also want to show you that I am very intelligent, what you're missing out on, and I'm ready for revenge. So I'm letting everybody know what the fuck you missed out on. Yeah. Nice. I'm here to rub it in your face.
You say you want me to want you. Now I say, what are you going to give me? And I think everything that you're putting out, that's what you're giving them. You know, that's the answer to that question. Right? That's my opinion, right? And who am I? I'm just a podcaster. I don't know anything.
No, stop it. But, you're an amazing father, husband, and you've got a solid. Yeah, you're doing your thing here. The setup is hella dope.
But that's just my opinion. You know, that's what we do here on the show. We just give ourselves some opinions. It may not be right. It may not be wrong. Yeah. But it's what I'm feeling, and that's what I put out. You know. Yeah. So, anyways, I think what you're doing is great. I love it. I do have a question for you. Yes. I've been hearing this word trap music everywhere I go, and I haven't had an actual definition of what trap music is. Can you clarify what that is for me?
Well, trap is a BPM. So
Okay.
what BPM in DJ
Beats
terms,
per
beats
minute.
per minute. So trap music is usually along the lines of, let's say, 68 to 77 beats per minute.
Okay.
And under that category, it's reggae, hip hop, like heavy hip hop, and like hard EDM music.
Okay.
Now, I would define more of my music now as twerk. Because twerk is more for women, and that's when they clap the nalgas together, nalguitas,
the booty claps. Yeah.
So I wanted to make that with cumbia. I wanted to make it bad because cumbia is just beautiful everywhere. I'm like, well, let's make it bad, but I still want it to sound somewhat traditional.
Yeah.
But I want to bring out the Tejana baddies.
Nice.
And when Louis brought out the baddies at the very first Saca La Banda, I was like, oh my God, you just turned me into like the Mexican Cardi B, but I'm not not Cardi. You know what I mean? But it was kind of, we were both on that same page, and that's how he introduced me to Alma.
Yeah.
And everybody loves Alma.
Mm-hmm.
She's beautiful. Shout out to Alma. Beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful for her.
Yeah.
So did I answer your question? Trap it's like hip hop. It's a BPM.
Yeah. Okay. I know. I think I do got it. Yeah. I got it now. Somewhat.
Like boom. Boom. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
That's trap. Now you can double time it, add that in there, or slow it down. That's trap.
Yeah. And then you're infusing that again, like you said, with cumbia.
With cumbia, yes. So I have like reggae cumbia, but it's not so like urban.
Mm-hmm.
It's still like more reggae, but it's more twerk clubby.
Yeah.
Clubby.
Yeah. Clubby.
Because I'm a DJ, I wanted to make it clap.
That makes a lot of sense now.
There we go.
It does make a lot of sense. It's clubby. There you go.
It's clubby.
Yeah.
But it's not too clubby. It's still like...
You can still listen to it on the radio, right?
Yeah.
You can still put it out on the radio, but it is clubby. I get it now.
It's
something that's going to get you to get up and do the booty clap.
Yes. I knew that people were going to be confused because I'm giving them something they've never heard before.
Yeah.
But whether or not they liked it was another thing. But it seems that people really like it. So thank you for seeing that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for seeing that.
I do like that. A lot of people have been saying, because I've been listening to, I do my research, right? And I've been watching a lot of stuff, and it's like, you're like the next Selena and this and that. And I get the comparison, because you're doing music in Spanish. You don't really speak Spanish too well, but you said you're gonna work on it. That's good.
I have been. Yeah.
But I think more along the lines of that you were influenced maybe by her, especially born in Texas, right? So you got that Tejano mix in there. Influenced by her, but you're doing you.
Yes.
You're doing your version of your music.
Yes.
Not Selena. Because when I hear your music, I don't hear Selena music.
I don't hear it either.
Right. At all.
Thank you.
So,
and this is, it blows my mind when people say that to me. But so I started watching the Selena Netflix, and I was like, well, we have very similar personalities.
That's where it is. So it's like your guys' careers are maybe aligned in the same path, maybe, or they're somewhat in the same path. I mean, take away.
I think it's different.
Family, well, yeah, maybe.
I think it's totally different. Now, yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah. Okay. Well, erase.
No, it's fine, but it's similar because I wanted what I wanted to do was take that Selena like popularity, and because she was such a what was the word for it? Trendsetter, leader, just everything. Influencer, amazing talent.
Yeah.
But that's all she did. Just like that's all I do.
Yeah.
All I do is entertain for a living. So I'm very comfortable with being myself. Now I rub people who aren't comfortable with themselves the wrong way, and
that's their own insecurity.
They will talk shit in front of my face as I'm being kind to them.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, I'm sorry you don't shine like I do, because this is all light right here.
Yeah,
and people pick up on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to tone it down for you. And it's not that I'm trying to gloat in front of everybody. I'm just thankful people see that light in me.
Yeah.
You know, and that's my journey, period.
Mm-hmm.
But as far back to like the Selena vibes and everything, like, did I already answer your question? I always say this.
Yeah, you did.
I had a lot of
did talk
interviews
about that.
this week.
Yeah, I know, exhaustion is an
like,
understatement.
What's good? Where am I?
No,
at
you
right
did.
now?
It's we were saying about the comparisons. You know, I don't see much of it. It's just you're doing you, and you know what I was gonna say is like when your shows, which I was so bummed out because I wanted to go to your show and I wasn't able to go. I think when
I forgive you.
It's okay. I'll make it to know.
It's all right. There'll be a bigger one
there'll be more
that you will not miss.
No, I won't. I get the VIP pass. She said it right here. She didn't say it, but I said it. But whatever, it works.
I'll give you the VIP pass.
Showstopper. I'm a big wrestling fan. I think HBK
Oh my
Showstopper.
God,
So
I love
when I see the videos online and everything like that
Really?
your lives, yeah. Right away I go, well, you're just everybody stops and then we got to see what's going on over here.
They're like, phone's up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's usually like, oh,
Yeah.
phone. Here we go, phone. And I'm like, great, I hate phones. People would always do that to me as I was DJing too.
Oh, okay.
So I anticipate it. I expect it. Being a DJ too, I'm able to read the room, and I will wear shades because I don't want to see people on their phones either, slouched shoulders. I mean, even at a smaller gig in Vegas in a casino, they'd be pulling the slot machines, smoking a cigarette, and just hunched back.
Yeah.
Here you go. So like I'm used to seeing that too, even though I don't like it.
Yeah.
But seeing that forced me to elevate and just make you like, you better pay attention to me.
If you think about it, this is like they're at a show. You're doing a million things. You know, you could be doing all kinds of things on your phone, whatever. You know the distractions with the phone. But to get someone's attention like that, where you're like, I gotta fucking show my friends.
Thank you.
You know, I gotta show everybody what this is all about. That's what I mean by showstopper.
Wow.
You know, so when I see those videos, that's what I imagine, right? That's going on. And I'm like, all right, so I gotta go to a show.
Thank you.
For sure, right?
You know, I appreciate that because I edit all my videos. So I feel like I am the one in charge of my marketing and how I present myself. So just by you saying that, you're able to see exactly who I am. And I put together, my highlight reels. And, you know, like I said, I'm all in. So thank you for seeing who I am, because I have nothing left to give at this point. I'm almost out of everything. So I have nothing but my heart to give. And for you to say that, it just keeps me holding on one more day.
I see. Yeah. You say you don't have much to give, but I know you have a lot to offer. And I see a lot. I'm very corny. I'm sorry, but I do see a lot you have to offer. And I see it happening. You know, I see it. And it's going on now as we speak. I think it's happening, you know, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Thank you.
Muévete pa' acá, muévete pa' allá, baila para mí, ahí, ahí, ahí. Muévete así, 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 así. This is how you do the washing machine. Muévete pa' acá, muévete pa' allá, baila para mí, ahí, ahí, ahí. Muévete así, 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 así. This is how you do the washing machine.
So what's your favorite song of mine? I would like to know.
My favorite song?
Yeah, what's your favorite
My favorite song.
What's his favorite song?
I'm old school, man. I don't have favorite songs. I just love a lot of different music.
I mean, of mine.
Oh, of yours?
Yeah, what's your favorite song of mine?
I like so many. I like La Rompedora. I like La Cumbiadora. No.
Cumbiambera?
Cumbiambera.
What was the first song you
But
heard?
the first song was La Cumbiadera.
Cumbiambera?
Cumbiambera.
Cumbiambera.
Yeah, you think I would know Spanish, right? La Cumbiambera. And then from there, I was like, everything's just so good. I'm still listening to everything like over and over and over again.
Thanks.
And I think the one that I'm really digging right now, that like I guess the last like 3-4 days, is Perreo.
You know, can I just
you know
say
why?
it?
Because I love the way that you can change it. You're like, where do you get that from? Where do you get that energy to?
This is a funny story.
Okay.
I talked about it a little bit last night. I don't know if it made any sense.
Okay.
But you saw the interview, and that's all I have to say about that. So Perreo was a Samashi song that brings out Psychosilla. At the time, I was pursued by men who were not available. And even the industry, it was a breakup too. Men just beating me around, making me feel like I didn't matter, making me feel like, well, this is my life with men, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of screaming at them, but then embracing, let's just say, my plot in life with men at the same time. So then it's like, I'm going to strangle you. Now I'm going to love you at the same time. So it was a battle of good and bad. That's perreo. And then all of a sudden it's shake your booty, there's no time for play. And, and then just picture me as Tony Montana and just
is there a video for
out
that?
my guns like in slow, like Quentin Tarantino, and just 90s explosion. That's really what the story behind it is. Me all over the place, not getting a control of my emotions, of my self-worth, because I completely lost it. It was lost at the time. And now I have it all in check. I feel like I'm the best version of myself to date, but still a work in progress. Always.
So that's my that's my favorite song.
Dope.
That's my
Thank
bag.
you.
When you hear it back now, what do you feel? What goes through your mind when you hear that?
I think it's crazy. It makes me laugh every time. But I hear it with Greg, the drummer, my badass drummer. And drummer. Greg, when I said, Greg, I'm gonna add this song to the list. What do you think? Performing that? Yeah, I'm performing it now.
Okay, cool.
Oh wow, you didn't. Oh,
I didn't see any. No.
When Greg heard it, he's like, we got to do it.
Nice.
Because he's rock and roll guy.
Yeah.
So he adds just the most phenomenal flair and extra twerk / rock and roll. Like he brings my vision to life with that song.
Yeah. With
I need a drummer. I need an electric guitarist on every song. So in the future, I'm going to have a guitarist.
Yeah.
And then I'll feel like I'm complete. For sure.
So that's an open call right now.
Need a guitarist. If there's any dope female guitarists out there, I would absolutely love to have you. But I just want someone that vibes with me, with someone with good energy, vibes with the band, because I know how to pick people to rock with.
Yeah.
And I did a really good job. You just state your intentions and it will get there, but you have to be very, very vocal about it. Yeah. So Greg, we met at DJ camp. We met at band camp. And,
I was gonna say, so there's a DJ camp.
We met at band camp. I was at DJ camp. I was a camp counselor at Camp Spinoff. Shout out to Camp Spinoff and DJ Tina T. And Greg was at a church camp. So he was leading the worship band as a drummer. And I was walking by him like, who the hell is that? Yeah. And then we're all having lunch together. And I see this bald, really tall, slim guy with tattoos everywhere. And I'm like, I like to hang out with the rebels. I'm like, were you the drummer in there? Yeah, that was me. It was like, holy moly, you're so good. Holy shit. So he saw I was a DJ and he said, I always saw you as a star, Scylla. I really did. And he would just message me almost every week. If you ever need a DJ. So finally when I had my album done and I had my first show, I was like, will you play with me? Mm-hmm. Let's just see how this goes. And it was the first Saca La Banda, and he just crushed it. Nice. And we don't practice for our shows. We actually never practice. Wow. And everybody is always blown away. So when we tell them we don't practice, they're like, what?
That's an instant chemistry right there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that's when you know something is special. And then when Alma came on too, we just worked. All of us do. So everybody's a star. And I said, you just shine. Don't tone yourself down, please. Yeah. We shine together. Nice. So yeah.
I love to hear it when someone like yourself, like I was calling you the showstopper, but you have a team. You have a huge support group behind you. Not just like your family, your friends, but the people that you're working with. That's huge. That's important. To have that, and it sounds like you have that. So that's
I have
good.
that now.
Yeah.
I have that now.
And it's still building, right? So.
Before, when I'm making my music, it was all me. And I didn't want to show anybody my music because I didn't want anybody telling me I didn't like it. Because if I liked it, that's all that mattered. Yeah. That's all that mattered. And even then with my vision, they're like, you should be more chola. You should be this. And I was like, no. I'll listen to you, but thanks for not that. Like, I'm not a chola. I'm not going to pretend. They're going to read right through me. They're gonna be right through me.
Yeah.
I am hard. Don't you forget that. Don't get it twisted. But I'm not a chola.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, when you fake it, people know. They'll see
Yeah, they
it.
know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
It's just easier to be you and be yourself.
and
be
I
real.
felt like I was faking because I sing in Spanish.
Mhm.
But that's why I was so like glued to watching Selena and just obsessed with her, studying her. And I was like, no, she's exactly like me. She messes up in her interviews.
Yeah.
She gets sick to her stomach. I'm like, just like I did. I've never been more nervous in my life when I do Spanish interviews,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. My tonsils swell up and I couldn't sing. I couldn't talk in the very beginning. So I hired a tutor and what I mess up is conjugating my verbs
Mm-hmm.
because I get stuck on saying the right one.
Yeah.
So that's what takes me forever. But
Yeah.
my experience right now is every time I'm on doing a show, everybody speaks Spanish. So it's just gonna take time for me to just get comfortable responding. But I am like studying like a kid when I'm around everybody. And I just have to embrace it too.
It's not easy because
not easy.
I've and I grew up in a Spanish speaking household and for a long time I just spoke English. I didn't want to speak Spanish. And it took me a while to start speaking Spanish again. Like when I started dating my wife, right? We were just dating. Her household was all Spanish. Like I had to I sink or swim, right? So I had to, and it was a little difficult, and even to this day, like I still like there's times when I'm talking and I have to translate it in my head before I can say it. And it's just like, that's why when I speak Spanish, I speak it very slow. Like for example, flip mode. Esa entrevista va a ser en español. So, ¿qué es lo que esperamos para lo próximo con Yo Quiero Silla?
So what's next for me?
Yeah.
I am working on some corridos because I'm obsessed with them right now. And I can't wait for you to hear my version of a corrido.
Nice.
You gotta, if there's 2 R's, you gotta corrido of a corrido.
Yeah. I still can't say birria, right? But
corrido, oh my god, I can't say it.
Corrido, I can say. Birria. My wife makes fun of me. She said it's not with a D, it's with 2 R's. And I always say birria with a D. But we'll get it. We'll work on it together.
Birria.
Yeah, birria.
Now, is it birria or birria?
No, it's birria.
Birria.
Yeah, birria.
There we go.
We'll get it, dude.
That's cool. Yeah. I like that. I'm not the only one.
No. So the corrido spin, right? We're gonna do that now.
Corridos. Yeah,
right.
I'm taking it regional.
Nice. Right.
I'm really excited about that.
That's cool.
But I'm still keeping it on the level of what I have.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, as you should.
Yeah.
It's working. Why would you change it?
Yeah,
it's working.
I'm definitely gonna keep it there. Saint Silla has some new house music coming out.
Wait, did DiCaprio come out already?
DiCaprio came out. DiCaprio premiered on SiriusXM, Pitbull's Globalization. Shout out to DJ Danger Zone, who made a dope house another tech house remix, which was really, really dope. Just to have the support of next level DJs. DJ cool. Danger Zone was part of the Party Rock crew with LMFAO, so he was their official tour DJ. So he legit knows how to rock a crowd all around the world. So when he heard it, he was like, absolutely. That's cool. And he loved it so much that he wanted to play it and put it on the run it on Pitbull's Globalization.
On the playlist.
So, that was my very first project on my own. I had another friend that I had
as Saint Silla.
As Saint Silla, my very debut song as Saint Silla, and I loved it. It attracted a lot of attention from the UK. It still is. So I'm collaborating with some DJ producers out in the UK with that. So I'm tackling 2 different markets at the same time.
That's gonna be tough. How do you?
It's not that tough to me.
You got Saint Silla. You got to try to push that one, right? And then you got Yo Quiero Silla. And it's like,
but you know what's the cool thing about?
It's not 1 foot in, 1 foot out on any of them.
No,
right?
never.
It's 2 feet on both.
Yes.
It's just more of a hopscotch.
DJing is the easy thing for me. House music, I think it's very easy to produce, put together for me, and write to, but house producers are kind of incognito anyways. Like I don't need to be extra house producer. I'm just kind of soft hidden like a saint just comes to you when just comes to you when you need a blessing, you need help. So here we're just gonna bless you today with some, what do I call it? Not foot fellowship, midnight mass. My midnight masses are coming soon with Saint Scylla. Midnight mass. It's my party. It's midnight mass. Yeah, I like it.
So you have worship. You have other stuff coming out other than DiCaprio. You're working on stuff for Saint Scylla.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have a name yet for these tracks, but yeah, I got them sent. So if you like the house scene, I've got some dope like bass house.
You never
tech house.
You never jumped into that virtual stuff though, right? Like
I didn't because
was it Twitch? Everybody's on the Twitch.
Yes, a lot of my friends. Angie
V.
Shout out to Angie V. I'm so proud of her. Bella Fiasco.
Yeah.
They both are crushing it.
Yeah.
Changed their lives. VTech.
Some of my friends, DJ Rec One, if I can give a shout out, DJ Rec One. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. No, their careers are already like done. They put the work in, and they're very gifted, and they're a light in that era, in that genre. For me, I was in a lot of pain because of my neck. I had surgery. I went paralyzed, so I didn't want to work. I couldn't sit on a computer and edit. I couldn't even be on my phone. My body hurt so bad, so I just embraced my free summer.
Yeah, take that time off and just chill.
Yeah, I embraced my free summer, and let's just say I wasn't the worst version. It was the worst year, but the best time to be the worst version of myself for me, because I never want to be that again. So at the stroke of midnight, I was like, no mas.
No mas.
We don't ever want to go back there.
Roberto Duran.
Ever again.
Yeah.
Stroke of midnight, it's go time, and that's where I am now.
Nice. And ever since, go time.
That's who I really am. This is who I know that I am.
It's tough when you're in a funk, and sometimes you don't know you're in a funk, and you're like, how do I get out of this? And then it's regrouping time. But then once you do realize that, and you get that light bulb moment, you're like, all right, like you said right now, let's go midnight. Let's just go.
Yeah, I tell people, I said, we had a year to work on ourselves.
Yeah.
If you didn't put that mental work in by now, step aside. You're not even in like you shouldn't even be in my radar, because I'm only attracting like legends right now. Legendary personalities, legendary hearts, good hearts, good intentions, creatives. Like that's the people that I rock with. Nice. Actually, I always rock with. Because that's who I surround myself with, and it works.
Yeah,
it works.
You gotta take the negative out. Yeah, you gotta take that negative out. I always say that too. It's like, why, we can't dwell on these things that we can't control. Right. And we still try to fix them. It's like we have no control over them.
But at the same time, I'm not a cancel culture person. I felt like I was canceled a lot by friends last year. Didn't make any sense, and it's not fair. There's no room to grow to just cancel someone without giving someone an opportunity to speak for themselves and defend themselves and give you the other side. We can't grow. So I'm very, very, very against cancel culture.
Oh yeah, me too. But at some point you do have to say
step aside and be like, okay, I don't think this is gonna work. Respect.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah. There you go.
That's it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. What's next? It's all coming out there.
Yeah, there's a lot to me.
Much.
So
much.
it's a lot to tackle. I think for everybody, they're overwhelmed with me, but I don't want them being the ones that are overwhelmed. Yeah. I want the one that sees me as $1 billion empire, because that's what I set myself up to be.
Yeah.
My whole life. It's like a mad scientist waiting to get that one invention that's going to change the world. Yeah. That's me right now.
Nice.
With this.
So you always had that idea. Did you think it was going to take this long, or have you? Okay. You thought it was going to be more like.
But I gave up making music. I really did.
Yeah.
Until I kept being told by specific agents in the Latin community, in the Latin industry.
Some of your peers.
That were credible. And I was like, okay, I should listen to this. I should listen. Mm-hmm. And I did. And lately I am just really listening to that, to the spirit, as you call it. And I'm all in too. So the spirit is guiding me, and I'm listening. I am really listening like no tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And it's on point.
I'm glad you are, and I can't
Thank
wait.
you.
I can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you. I can't either. I mean,
Yeah.
I really can't wait. I'm just like not guarded, but it's like, okay, don't mess this up, Scylla. But let's keep quiet until it really happens. But I don't want to burn any more bridges. I don't want to
Burn them.
I don't
Burn
want
'em.
to burn a bridge in Las Vegas either when it's time to work, but I know there's
Yeah.
a lot of other DJs that has to work.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm all in, and let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Let's say I'll be manifesting a big ass tour in the very near future
Nice.
where I get to open up for some of the biggest acts in regional Mexican music. I'm sorry. Regional.
Regional.
Música
regional.
Yeah, música regional. Regional. Oh my God, I'm embarrassing myself. I'm so sorry.
You got it. That's good. That's good. They know what we're talking about. I'll put a subtitle on the bottom.
Yes, please. Sorry.
No, that's good. I can't wait. Please revisit. We'll come back. We'll do it again. If you're
Yeah.
down, if you haven't forgot about me.
Absolutely.
again.
Of course. No, honestly, like it was a very lonely process for me in the very beginning.
Yeah.
I got really sad because it was COVID. Nobody could come and see me, and nobody could come out and wanted
Right.
to yet. So
Yeah.
it was just me, myself, and I. And I've become best friends with all my interviewers.
Mm.
And you guys have become my support system, like my biggest support system right now.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm at an event doing a red carpet, I get to see my friends again and hang out, and I've really found peace in that.
Yeah.
So I'm very thankful for you guys because you're just great. So thank you.
No problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Ah.
Well, thanks again for coming out. If you want to give a quick little, any events coming out, any big shows, anything that we want to
You
plug?
know, I do have the next Saca La Banda waiting on the date. It's going to be in July.
Right.
I can't wait for that.
Big
I've
summer
got
bang.
yes. I hopefully have some really big news. A very, very big sold out show
Nice.
with a very big band, 2 big bands, 3 big bands.
Oh,
Coming up, but we're not going to mention that yet
No, not yet.
until it is official.
yeah.
But we're going to put that out there, and it's going to happen.
Nice. Yeah, it's all about putting it out there and making it come into fruition, huh?
Yep, and everybody's going to be saying, yo quiero, yo quiero. When you say yo quiero Silla, that means you're ready for me. That means you did your research, and that means you want me. So when you say you want me, you're ready.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for you. I've been ready for you.
There you go.
Welcome home. Mijo y mija, welcome home.
There you have it. Make sure you guys check out all the details down in the show notes, and I'll put all your information where you guys can find her, and then yeah, man.
Thank
There you go.
you.
Thank you very much.
This is so great. Thank you so much. I love what you're doing. Keep doing it.
Appreciate
And yeah, you're gonna take it to another level soon.
Thanks.
You're doing really, really well.
Yeah.
I'm proud
Thank
of you.
Not sure if we want to go there, but we'll go there.
You do want to
If it
go
takes
there.
us there, it'll take us
You
there.
want to go there. Definitely.
Yeah,
You want to go there.
we'll see.
Okay.
That's it, you guys. We just tapped out. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Check out for more content later to come. We got PL Productions coming next. Louis is gonna be out here next week, so boom, check that out.
Hi, Louie. Bye, Louie. Love you.
Adios.
Hosted by Fidel. Tell it like it is, only tell it real. Live every Tuesday, you know the deal. We talking again. You now tuned in to the tap in. You now tuned in to the tap in. You now tuned in to the tap in. We talking again. Come on. Live.